Good morning. Hope you're doing good today. Not quite sure where to start with all this, but maybe I'll hit the most important things out right off the top. So those who don't want to watch all of my madness and things I have to say, will just hear a few things. And first of all, I hopefully don't have chocolate on my face because I just ate one of my Built bars. And I just want to say thank you to those who have supported us on our Built bar adventure and used our discount code. They did make us an affiliate, which does give me discounts on Built bars, and since I love them, it helps me out, and then it gives everyone 10% off, so it helps you out who have bought them. I did have one person that didn't like them, but that's not everybody likes everything. So anyway, thank you. And if I have chocolate in my face, that's what it is. So we are not doing our Tuesday morning podcast anymore, and you may have noticed that. Any of you have subscribed. It's cold out here, I'm sorry. Have subscribed to our podcast may have noticed that the actual podcast itself has not been being uploaded, and the reason for that is it was very, very costly, and we were having to host them, and if they were too long into the whole scientific side of things, it was costing $30 to $50 a month for us to do our podcast. So and we aren't really doing it for money purposes or selling anything, and so we decided that at the time that probably wasn't the best thing to do. So we aren't stopping our YouTube stuff, and we aren't stopping our live like this, but the regular set time of Tuesday mornings at 10:30 is going away. You might have us jump in like this every now and then. You might have a Wednesday adventure. The new songs are still going to be uploaded onto our YouTube channel, as well as we've talked about some line dance, cardio, country line dance tutorial videos. A lot of events I'm doing right now are to help people get in better shape, and that's me too. You should be able to hear me. I hope you can hear me. You might have to push something. If not, I'll have to start this over again. You can't hear me, huh? Can anybody else out there hear me in Facebook land? Well, I got a thumbs up, so I guess that means yes. I hope you can hear me. I got some stuff to say, man. I got some stuff. Okay, good. Push your button, Emily. She probably can't hear me, but so yes, regular Tuesday morning podcasts have been pulled down. They are no longer on Apple Podcasts. They are no longer on Google. Our YouTube channel is still active, and we will be uploading a new song, I think, this week on the channel. I hope you guys like that. Some people haven't liked the new music that I've been posting, and some have. So today I decided to go to a place where I grew up and do this live feed. And for a lot of years I've been in the thought process of don't share the locations of places that you enjoy. And I do have a lot of friends that agree with me on that, except I've changed my mind. I changed my mind. I don't believe in that anymore, because I believe those of you who are watching and those of you who are on social media and want to know about these places are absolutely the ones that help protect them, like I do. And the ones that are trashing these fun and awesome places are not going to be watching these videos, and they're not going to be on Facebook. And it's really sad to me, because even this place, I grew up here, and I would come up on this mountain and camp when I was like 7 or 8 years old. I would never, ever, ever see another person. And there's like 7 people up here right now I've passed, and I'm having a hard time even finding a time to do this live feed because there's so many people. There's a guy walking towards me right now, and someone behind me, and I'm just like, this is crazy to me. And so the secrets are out, and they're getting trashed, and they're getting destroyed. And I just walked past a wooden post over here that said Lot 8 on it, which means they're going to probably build houses right here, which really, really makes me sad. And so I wanted to show you some of these most amazing petroglyphs and one of the greatest views in southern Utah that I enjoyed as a little kid growing up that is about to be destroyed. And I hope you guys come and see it before it's ruined. And I'll tell you right where it's at and how to get here, because we hide these things and we don't tell people about them in the sake of protecting them, and they get bulldozed over anyway, and everybody misses out on them. So I'm going to turn the camera. One of the most incredible views you will ever see. And I'm not kidding when I say that. I would come up here when I was 7 or 8 years old by myself, and I would climb through all these rocks. And I didn't have very many friends back then, and I would get picked on a lot. And so I would come up here. This was my sane place, and I would just spend all day. And it was kind of funny. I would actually practice like jumping from rock to rock and climbing things so I could be tough, so I could protect myself when these bullies came and picked on me. There's a church that I used to go to right there, and I actually have really actually bad memories of that building. I look at that building right there and it actually makes me physically sick of some of the things that happened to me at that church. If you read my book, you know these stories. This is where it all happened. Everything happened up here around this hill. I grew up right down there. Can't zoom in on it, but I grew up in that area. And this is called Webb Hill. And Webb Hill has always been out in southern Utah. So this place, there's a dirt road that comes right up the side there, and I want you to see my truck, if you can. It's right there somewhere. I can't quite lighten it up. There's my truck, and I walk straight over. There's actually a bike trail, not kidding, a hiking and a bike trail that just showed up, and there's actually 2 more people walking towards me right now. This is unbelievable. There's a bike trail that's like 20 feet away, and nobody knows this is right here. But check this out. All over these rocks. Some of them are fading. Some of them are going away. You can't see them very well, like these footprints right here. Those are actual footprints. They've almost completely disappeared from when I was a kid. There's actually a person right there, and quite a few little things inside these rocks. There's like a little foot and a big foot, and another odd thing. I think that's the timeline of life. But I used to come up here. I've actually drank out of this pond before right here. I've drank out of that when I was a kid. I wouldn't dare do it right now, but I drank out of that. And then over on this rock, there's even more cool stuff. And I actually think that one looks like a Christmas tree. So Merry Christmas, everybody. That one kind of looks like a Christmas tree right there. And so many of them are fading away to where you can't even see them anymore. And all these people walking past me right now hear me talking and see me holding this phone and probably think I'm nuts, because I am. But nobody sees these. Nobody even knows this is here. And it's 20 feet from the trail and has one of the best views in the valley, and I can't imagine. And there's another person. So that makes like 10 now that I've passed just on this little place that nobody used to know about. So I can guarantee you it won't be long. There's going to be houses right here. This will be bulldozed over. So I want people to know where it is so they can enjoy it like I have for the past 40 years of my life, basically. And there's so many places like this that I've seen gone. Like that mountain over there where those houses are is called Stone Cliff. And every one of those houses on there, basketball player Dr. J has a house up there, or did have a house. I heard that Celine Dion had a house up there when she was working in Vegas. When I was a kid, there was nothing up there except for Native American artifacts and Wickiup remnants, and there was a herd of mountain sheep that lived up on there, the bighorn sheep, and there was a pond that I used to fish in, and it's just nuts to look at that and see all those big mansions on that hill. And know that at one time I was up there on that hill looking at these same types of things, and they're gone. They're all houses now, and I don't know how that's okay. Like, it's weird to me. Like, It's weird. I'm looking at another subdivision that had the most Native American pottery I had ever found when I was a kid, and it's all houses. And so, I don't know, I like that people have found our secret, and I like that they love southern Utah, but I don't like the way it's going about. I just can hear cars now, and I can see all these people hustling and bustling, and there's 10 or 12 people walking around this hill right now. That there used to be a cave over here to my left, this direction, and I used to climb through it all the time, and I can still go there today. It's hard to get to because there's so many houses around it now, but it has some other petroglyphs in it like these, but a lot of new stuff like spray paint is in there, and a lot of scratched rocks off. People have chipped them away and ruined them, and then they faded away like these. Those have been faded away. They're very hard to see other than through the camera. And now that I'm seeing these signs, there's a hand, cool, like a hand up there. Now that I'm seeing these signs that say building lot numbers on them, I just know it's a matter of time, and I feel bad that so many people don't get to enjoy this stuff. I'm fortunate that I grew up here. I'm fortunate to know what this place looked like before. There's a park right there. We used to call it the Blue Heron Field, and there used to be a really old house there that was falling to pieces. And I would actually climb into the cellar, and there was like old bottles of broken lard and stuff down there it was so old. I can't imagine what got covered up there, even just in the last century. But anyway, so Webb Hill, check it out. These petroglyphs are right off the side of the road. I've kept this a secret for many years, and the secret is now out because I am tired of watching all my favorite places get bulldozed over before people get to enjoy them. And it is a beautiful spot, and like I said, that's probably one of the best views you'll ever see. And someone's gonna have a house right here. You mark my words, within the next 5 to 10 years, not probably just 5, there will be a house sitting right here that someone paid a lot of money for, looking at that mountain, and it's a beautiful view. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't love to have that view myself. Obviously, somebody hundreds to thousands of years ago thought this was the greatest view in the world as well, or they wouldn't have been sitting here leaving their mark on these rocks. So, kind of a neat place, and so that's the big news of the day. You will still be getting live feeds from us. You will still be getting videos. The podcast is gone for now. It was too costly. The YouTube channel probably won't have lives on it. We're going to try to learn how to edit videos. We're going to try to learn how to put up some better content. I am going to try to upload a new song this week for y'all. And I do have a Christmas line dancing event on Thursday at Agrello Dance and Fitness for those who are interested. Comment below after the live feed or post on our page. Also, my free community Christmas concert is next Monday night. And that will be at the Hurricane Fine Arts Center, and is brought to you by Speed Lube and Hanson Landscaping, as well as Hurricane Recreation. They have absolutely stepped up this year to make it completely free for everybody, and I just love that. Yeah, this is a very, very special place for me, and it's really hard for me. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad that we're growing, because growth is going to happen. I'm just mad that so much stuff's being ruined in the process. And when I was just 7 years old, 8 years old, this is one of the places I'd come hang out all the time. I even brought a tent up here one time and stayed overnight when I was like 8. And you don't see that anymore. But there was nobody here. The town itself was maybe around 10,000 people, and now it's 150,000 people, and it's growing. It's one of the fastest growing counties and places in the whole country, and it's just amazing. So anyway, that's my rant for the day, and I hope you come up and check some of this stuff out. I'm happy to tell you where it's at, because and I might get some kickback from some folks for that, but I know that those people who are watching these videos are the ones helping protect them, not the ones destroying them. And I've kept places secret many, many times and watched them get destroyed. And so it doesn't matter if you keep it a secret, it's going to get found. And it's going to get found by the wrong people first if we don't speak up. So, Webb Hill, check it out. And you can see my truck back there. Thank you guys for chiming in and listening. And so tomorrow morning, do not expect our podcast or our live feed. And thank you for all you do. And we'll talk to you later. See ya.